Kepa insists Arsenal will be ready to face his former club Chelsea. Kepa Arrizabalaga says the League Cup semi-finals against his former club Chelsea will be tough matches, but he insists Arsenal will be ready. Arsenal goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga got his moment in the spotlight on Tuesday night, saving a Crystal Palace penalty to send the Gunners through to the next round of the League Cup. In doing so, Kepa set up a fixture against his old club Chelsea, having left the West London club to join Arsenal for £5 million in the summer transfer window. It won't be the first time Kepa has been part of the squad against his old team, having made the bench for the Premier League clash in November. But he was an unused substitute on that occasion, and this time around he's likely to start both legs. Speaking after the Crystal Palace win, Kepa looked ahead to those matches against Chelsea. Right now, if you want a trophy, and that's something that we want, we have to fight against good teams, Kepa said. I think both semi-finals are big games. It's going to be tough, but we will prepare well the game. We will be ready, and we'll go for it. Kepa has made a solid start to life at Arsenal in his limited appearances, keeping clean sheets against Port Vale and Brighton before his penalty save heroics against Crystal Palace. The goalkeeper will likely have a warm-up game before the Chelsea tie kicks off on January 14th, with Arsenal due to face Portsmouth in the FA Cup the previous weekend on January 11th. Assuming Kepa continues to take all the cup matches, whilst David Raya has the Premier League and Champions League games, the former Chelsea goalkeeper will be the one between the posts for those two cup fixtures in the space of 4 days. The second leg of the League Cup semi-final will then take place on February 3rd at the Emirates Stadium. William Saliba believes Arsenal teammate Jurrien Timber is the best right-back in the world, and at the very least in the top two. Arsenal defender Jurrien Timber has been on top form so far this season, impressing on a weekly basis in a very consistent manner. The right-back was impressive again on Tuesday night against Crystal Palace, performing excellently throughout the match before scoring the best penalty of the night in the subsequent shootout. Arsenal teammate William Saliba spoke to CBS Sports afterwards, and he was asked whether he believes Timber is the best right-back in world football. "Yeah, by a mile," Saliba answered. "For me, by a mile. He's so good. One against one it's impossible to beat him, and offensively as well he's so good. I hope he will keep going like this, and he's a top player." When pressed on whether he really believes Timber is the very best in the entire world, Saliba responded, "1 or 2 for sure. It depends, but 1 or 2. Timber may have put in a strong performance on Tuesday night, but it was Saliba who earned the Player of the Match award for his display in the penalty shootout victory. The centre-back also converted his spot kick, and he told Sky Sports he wants the team to make amends for their performances in this competition last season. "We have to learn the lesson from last season," Saliba said. "We got to the semi-final last season, but we lost the 2 games. So now this season, we want to win both games and go to the final." The Gunners will face Chelsea in those 2 games, with the first on January 14th at Stamford Bridge and the second at the Emirates Stadium on February 3rd. Mikel Arteta has confirmed injuries to Gabriel Martinelli and Piero Hincapié, following Arsenal's penalty shootout win over Crystal Palace on Tuesday night. Ahead of Arsenal's League Cup quarter-final on Tuesday, rumours suggested Piero Hincapié was a doubt for the game with a shoulder injury. The centre-back had clearly picked up an issue during Arsenal's win over Everton at the weekend, and though he completed the match, the suggestion was that he might be facing a short-term absence. That was confirmed as Hincapié was left out of Arsenal's squad to face Crystal Palace, and things got worse on the night, as Gabriel Martinelli was substituted early with an injury of his own. Speaking after the game, Mikel Arteta confirmed injuries to the 2 players, though he did add that the Martinelli one is also seemingly not that serious. Martinelli is more of a knock, and he wasn't comfortable to carry on after the second half, Arteta said. With Pirlo, yeah, something different, because he picked up an injury against Everton. Martinelli and Hincapie join Christian Mosquera, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, Kai Havertz, and Max Baumann on the injury list, leaving Arsenal particularly short at the back. Havertz has rejoined first-team training and appears to be closing in on a comeback, but the Gunners really need defenders back too, with Hincapie and Gabriel probably the two closest. Arsenal will be back in action on Saturday at 3 p.m, facing Brighton and Hove Albion in a Premier League game. So it won't be long until we know whether Martinelli and Hincapie are in line for immediate returns.